Hey, we got to get you on the morning.
Oh, we love you, buddy.
Craig, we got to get you on the morning briefing.
Join us surf fishing next
Give
week.
me 5, boys.
Yeah,
You guys got to
Come
tear
join
them
us
up
surf fishing
tonight.
next week.
absolutely.
we're gonna do the whole
Yeah, a
treatment.
little birthday celebration.
Hey, there you go. Are you coming to that?
Exactly. We're gonna try to.
Good.
Yeah.
That'd be
Hope
fun.
we can get down here.
Yeah, I hope
Good morning,
you
my
can.
dear friends. Getting set up here for the MB. And I'm a little bit late, man. I was out in the wee hours of the night on this very beach watching the Grunion last night. It was really, really cool. Just met this nice surf fisherman right here. And I see several other guys fishing the surf. So I'll kind of be doing the morning briefing, keep my eyes on those guys and seeing if somebody catches a fish. It is like a summer-like day this morning. It is absolutely beautiful. And after meeting so many great people last night and first-timers getting to see the Grunion come up on the beach, the miracle of it all, man, I am so happy to be here again. All right, so maybe somebody will catch a fish. Maybe somebody will have a surprise. And not maybe, the MB is coming at you next. Corvina, good job, man.
I started fishing at like 9:30.
And were there Grunion here then?
Yeah.
Once again, Chris, nice to meet you, buddy.
You too.
All right, thank you.
Oh, perfect. Gosh darn, there's some good bait there.
There's another female surrounded by males. You see the female? She's drilled down into the sand. There she goes. And then she'll catch a wave. There's so many on my feet.
Let them do their thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at these ladies.
Yep, 2 of them there.
Yeah.
That is cool.
We got to get you on the morning.
Oh, we love you, buddy.
Craig, we got to get you on the morning
Come
briefing.
join us surf fishing next
Give
week.
me 5, boys.
Buddy, you are invited to my birthday bash here in Sunset Beach, California, right on the corner of Anderson and Pacific Coast Highway. There's plenty of parking normally here. If you can't find it, you go across the street over there to Peter's Landing and park over there. And then all you're going to do is walk out on the beach right here, and we'll be waiting for you right there. You don't have to go any further than that. We've got all kinds of stuff, a raffle, we've got some food. We're gonna drink some hot coffee down there, and of course we're gonna catch lots of surf fish. Kids are welcome, kids are encouraged to come and experience the great outdoors. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And if you have any questions at all, please give me a call at 657-227-6459. It's an opportunity, a chance for me to say thank you for your great support, a chance for the Friedman Adventures community, family, to come together on a really fun day. On March the 23rd, the morning of our big event, you can go to Big Fish Bait and Tackle, save 10% off on all of your tackle needs, 15% off any rod or rod and reel combo, and if you make any purchase at all, 1 penny, and you present that receipt to Anthony on our March 23rd day at the beach, our surf fishing event, he's going to give you a free raffle ticket to win great rod and reel surf fishing combos and so much more. Any purchase, show it to Anthony on the morning. He'll be all set up waiting for you, and you'll get a free raffle ticket for some really great prizes on March the 23rd. We'll see you then. Before we get started on today's morning briefing, don't forget, if you're headed to Ensenada, you're going to want to give Zeke Casas a call. Only 15 minutes from downtown, but just check out that spectacular view while in Ensenada, Baja California Norte. And if that garage door is giving you a problem, then you're going to want to call your garage door man. That's Joe Welker. Tax problems? Nobody better than our friend Tim Marquez. Tim's been doing taxes for 35 years. Give the tax man a call today. And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, you're going to want to talk to our dear friend John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning. It truly is beautiful. My God, it can't get any lovelier than it is. I can only hope that March the 23rd is going to be like this, because it's like summertime here. And as this gentleman just said a moment ago, it beats sitting on the couch, and that is for sure, man. You're getting some vitamin D, meeting lots of great people, and you just might catch a little fishy. You know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh my God, is that good? Hopefully we'll see you all here on March the 23rd. That's going to be a lot of fun. So many great people enjoying the outdoors. And man, I'm all about it. We'll keep our eyes on these guys and see if they catch something here today. If you don't mind, hit that like button. We really appreciate it when you do that. Share these videos everywhere and subscribe to the Freedman Adventures YouTube channel. Tick that little bell. You'll be notified when there is new content. And of course, you can follow us over there on TikTok, Facebook, on Instagram, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. It is great to be with you all. Let's talk Mexico and get that covered with you. Then we're going to get into long range, and man, we got a whole lot more to talk about as this ocean is finally starting to calm down. We went through that series of storms in Southern California, and conditions are getting back to normal, and I think we're going to see some really good fishing. This gentleman, by the way, is fishing with squid, so a leopard shark on the morning briefing would not be out of the question. I see somebody down there, it might even be Anthony, and he's like holding up something. He may have a fish down there. I'm not walking down there, am I? Maybe. Hey, let's get Mexico covered with you right now. It's really some great fishing going on south of the border. Cabo San Lucas, we continue to see a little bit of yellowfin tuna offshore. If you find the dolphin pods, and there's yellowfin tuna 20 to 100 plus pounds mixed with it, and they feel like biting, you can catch some of that. If not, however, it's too windy to go offshore, and it has been here recently, you can pick along the beach, inshore, and catch some sierras and some smaller rooster fish, as well as some pretty good yellowtail fishing at times. Yellows also, as we move you up the Baja Peninsula, in La Paz, we're seeing good yellowtail fishing when there's no wind. Also, same thing in Mulegé, and we continue to see some really good fishing in San Quintin, Baja California. 140 miles down below the border is where you will find San Quintin. There's some really excellent yellowtail fishing going on down there, and it's surface iron fish, which is an indicator that the fish are finally starting to get more active, get up in the water column and bite that surface iron. Lots of fun. Not every single day, but when they bite, it's been ferocious. And when they don't bite, you got plenty of rockfish to fall back on. Same thing in Ensenada. We're seeing the same thing 70 miles down below the border, where we continue to pick up some yellows on some days. Some days it's really good around the Punta Banda area, from Punta Banda out to Todos Santos Island, sometimes down the coast around Santo Tomas. We've seen the yellows up and biting, and same thing. If those yellows bite, or if they don't bite, you can always fall back on the rockfish, do a combo kind of trip. There's a little bit of bass down there, sand and calico bass, that some of the guys have been able to also add to the count. And there's halibut, especially inside the estero. We've seen a lot of halibut down there here recently, and a variety of other stuff that you see here on our beaches, like guitar fish and butterfly rays, all of that stuff also biting down there. All right, let's talk long range. And the Red Rooster 3 offloaded their passengers in San Carlos. They had a fabulous 16-day trip. They were met with some conditions that were not optimum on many of those days, but they still managed to catch a lot of nice yellowfin tuna, including a 282-pounder. One day of wahoo fishing that was off the charts good. It was so excellent. The wahoo bite on that day was magnificent. Those guys are never going to forget that on the Red Rooster. The Royal Polaris continues with her ecology trips, and she's been doing really some incredible stuff down there. Having the passengers meet gray whales face to face, it's been spectacular, and they are continuing on that. So we'll continue to watch that for you all very, very closely. Beautiful sunny day here today. Let's get you into Southern California, and conditions yesterday were not optimum. I know looking at it here today, you're scratching your head and saying, what, man, that looks nice. And it truly is a different day here today, no doubt about it. Down in San Diego, catching a few and more bass, it seems like. Some sand and calico bass. Every once in a while, you get up to around 2 fish per rod. And of course, if you really know what you're doing, you can put together a really good score on the sand bass principally, but also there's been some calico bass. It's mostly sculpin whitefish Been some good halibut fishing down in San Diego on the Dolphin also. A lot of sculpin here, but conditions were tough yesterday. We had a big swell and some wind on it, and the further offshore you got, well, the worse that got. In fact, on the Pursuit, our good friend Nicholas Ramirez, they picked off some sheephead. They had a great day, but there was a big swell and some wind on it today. A much nicer day as we move into this much nicer weather scenario. And a week of this kind of weather, and that's what we're forecast to have, and that's why I'm excited about March the 23rd. But a week of this, you just never know what that might bring. And it looked like we had a biter over here. See if he got bit there. Keeping our eyes on this. Maybe, man. I saw him get bit too. I think it came off, but maybe not. We'll go over here and watch. I love this kind of stuff, man. Live fishing. Yeah, he might have a fish, a little ray or something. I don't see a huge bend in his rod, but you never know. You got one? Woohoo! Let's watch this, folks. Come on, let's go in live. See what this gentleman's got. Oh, a little leopard shark, maybe? Hey, what's wrong with that? We'll take that. That's beautiful, man. Those things are so beautiful.
Oh, man, I love leopard sharks, man.
What's your name, by the way?
Vinny.
Vinny, good to meet you.
Yes, sir. Good to meet you as well.
Can we get a good look at that?
Absolutely. Get them off of here. There we go.
Yeah. Beautiful, Vinny. Beautiful. Way to go, my friend. All right, there we have it, man. We're catching leopard sharks here in the surf. Good stuff for sure. So once again, back here to the Southern California situation on the 1/2 and 3/4 day boats like that. We're catching, as I said, sculpin, that kind of stuff. Rockfish opens up April the 1st. So that should be really great. April the 1st, we'll be able to catch rockfish. Monte Carlo had a bunch of Cub Scouts out yesterday. That was great also, or Boy Scouts, I'm not sure which. They had the Scouts out yesterday on the Monte Carlo, and that was a lot of fun. And as previously mentioned, as you saw in the lead-in, lots of grunion here. Really great grunion fishing yesterday. Or grunion hunting yesterday. A little dopey, okay? It was up till 2 o'clock in the morning. There was a lot of grunion here last night. And of course, that's a magnet that's gonna bring more fish in here. I'm gonna talk about the surf fishing bite here in a moment, but it will also make the halibut fishing better on the boats. Native sun yesterday, 112-pound halibut. Conditions were off. Today's a much nicer day. We'll see how they do. And up in the Channel Islands, we saw some really good sheephead fishing. We've seen some stripers caught up in San Francisco and a little bit of halibut up there in the northern region. So we continue to see some good life. And as this weather continues to improve, man, I just think we're gonna really be able to put the wood to them as we move along. All right, so some good stuff here, but it is going to improve, no question about it. Don't forget, 5 days on the Independence. All that bluefin down there at 300 miles. There's yellowfin tuna just below it, and it's right in our sights for our April 21st through the 26th trip on board the mighty Independence. Many of you have been commenting on Brian Pfeiffer, the captain, and his great tackle tips that we've been running. We'll be releasing day 5 of our 8-day trip here shortly, which you're going to love because we're going to start out with those big Alijos Rocks Yellowtail. If you want to get on that trip, and you should, man, I will be there. Can't wait to see you. It's going to be a lot of fun. Give Paulina a call at Independent Sport Fishing or go to the website independentsportfishing.com. Don't forget also, El Patron's putting in brand new engines, repowering out of Long Beach Sport Fishing for their run to Catalina Island, leaving in the morning and coming back in the evenings. It won't be too much longer until they're doing their thing again on the El Patron, www.longbeachsportfishing.org. Keep that in mind, my friends. In the Southern California surf, of course, spring has sprung, kind of. It's almost spring chronologically, but it feels like spring or summer here. And of course, the grunion, like the swallows going back to Capistrano, the grunion moving up on our beaches is a sure sign that spring is imminent. And it's always a really good thing. hopefully we're going to see some improved fishing. That gentleman last night that was fishing during the Grunion run, he had 5 big corbina. Man, Chris had 5 big corbina last night. So good for him. Fishing during Grunion runs is a great way when it's open, and the take is open right now. So really excellent and good to see that, no doubt about that. Mostly barred perch, but you saw the little leopard shark there. We've seen some bigger leopards here. Also, in addition to that, we've seen more and more corvina. All of that bait that moved up on the beach last night. Tonight's another Grunion run. Tomorrow night, the final Grunion run on St. Paddy's Day. Does it get any better than that? We're seeing more and more fish. Making a long cast with a 3-ounce sinker like Vinny is doing is a very wise thing to do. A high-low rig can work really well. He's fishing with squid. You could bait that up with worms, and you might catch a spot fin croaker. There's more yellowfin croaker in here. Who knows? Tonight might be a great night to be fishing. It certainly seems like conditions will be improved during the Grunion run tonight. And one thing, you hear me blabbing all the time about, when they say the Grunion run starts at 9, I never come down till 10. Well, Chris, I know, I'm eating my words again. Chris said he saw a little bit of Grunion, enough to get some bait and fish at 9:30. And the projected time last night was 10:50 to 12:50. So well an hour before, that's when he had his best fishing and caught the most fish during that time period. During the actual run itself, it was slow, but previous to that. So if I were you and I were going to come down here tonight, I'd think like 9 o'clock would be a really great time to do it. All right, my friends, what can I tell you? It's a gorgeous day here. We saw a leopard shark taken by Vinny a moment ago. I'm going to leave him catch some more fish while I head on up. Don't forget about March the 23rd. That is going to be a really fun day. I can't wait to spend my birthday morning thanking each and every one of you. And by the way, all the folks that I met last night, some truly great people on the beach here. Thank you so much for going out of your way to say hello. That means the world to me. I really, really appreciate it. Have a beautiful Sunday, my friends, and I hope to see you really, really soon. Take care, my friends.